Hello everyone, happy Thursday. I love you, sending you a very big virtual hug wherever you are on the earth plane in this now moment. I quickly want to do a video on reminding us of why everything is occurring right now. Why we're watching all of this unravel. Because it can get very frustrating, very confusing. It can get very emotional, very theatrical. Right? As we're watching, we can get caught up in it. We can forget what we're doing here and why this is happening. So let me break this down. First of all, what are we actually seeing unravel? All over the globe, human rights are being taken away. All over the globe. All over the globe, mass censorship is occurring. Silencing of many different voices is occurring. All over the globe, if and only if you get a jab in your arm, are you able to do certain things. All over the globe, people are rising up and standing up for their rights and their freedoms. All over the globe, people are speaking truth like they never have before. All over the globe, hearts are opening. Empathy and compassion is expanding like never before. All over the globe, humans are going through their own internal purging. More emotions are being felt than ever before. More trauma is being triggered in order to be released like never before. All over the globe, people no longer can sit back. All over the globe, humans are waking up. Why? Simply because this is how human consciousness evolves. And consciousness allows us to understand, experience, and be in our world, in our reality. Our consciousness is the lens we use to be, to see, to experience, to understand. And when the human consciousness evolves, it moves from one state, one frequency, to another. And evolution is moving from a lower state of consciousness to a higher state. So the way the human collective was in a past is shifting into new ways of being. Massive change, new lens to see the world, new emotions to be felt, new thoughts, new beliefs, new behaviors, stepping into sovereignty. I am free, I am whole, I am aligned, I am consciousness in physical form, and I am experiencing a massive evolutionary shift in consciousness. And it's not always easy, and it's not always fun. It feels crunchy, it feels tight, it can feel restrictive, it can feel joyful, it can feel expansive, it can feel everything and anything in between. But the only way to evolve is to see what we were in. And when we start waking up out of the dream state, we start to see what we've been in. And so we start to see systems that we've actually been unconscious to. We didn't know there was censorship until we started needing to speak up. And then we saw the mass amount of censorship, which has always been there. It's just amplified now. It's amplified so that we can continue to wake the human population up, shifting into higher states of consciousness, continuing to learn how to stand in sovereignty, which is what is my truth. You only can become free by recognizing that you were never free. That's the only way to shift. You can only unshackle from handcuffs, recognizing that you were shackled to handcuffs, that the media controlled you, that authority figures were false gods, and they played on your traumas. That it is a narcissistic, abusive relationship that we have been unaware of, until we start to become aware of it and say, oh my goodness, this is the evolution in human consciousness. This is what it means to shift. We have to see it all. We have to recognize that very subtly, for a very long time, our rights were never ours. They were always conditional or based on certain systems, beliefs, certain systems that wanted us to be a certain way. Keep the human in line. Keep the human controlled. So it looked as if we were free. But if you look out in the external, you recognize, maybe we weren't really free. Maybe it was a false sense of freedom that systems put in place so that we would be complacent and never question and never doubt. But you cannot shift into higher states of consciousness without recognizing and realizing what you were in. So we have to compassionately, empathically, and lovingly begin to allow ourselves to see exactly what we have been in. And it's going to get louder. So what is this going to look like for you? It may look like more relationship shifting. It may look like the absolute need to speak your truth. It may look like the need to stand up for your rights. It may look like the need to have more compassion and empathy for those around you. It may look like the need to hold neutrality, which is, I have a truth, they have a truth, all of us are evolving into higher states of consciousness. It's inevitable. How can I hold more love, compassion, and empathy in this now? This is all about anchoring, holding, and being higher states of consciousness, coming back home to our sovereignty, which is I am complete and whole right here. I'm the only one that has the absolute truth for me right here, right now. That in this now, I am aligned with God, or I am aligned with Source in every now moment. That all of this that is unraveling is divine and perfect. That there is nothing wrong with what is occurring. And there is no wrong or right way of doing this. But this is all about how human consciousness evolves. This is what it looks like. This is the textbook process of evolution. We have to see it. We have to break free. We have to become sovereign. And we have to watch our lives shift massively. We have to watch our language shift, our behaviors shift, our beingness shift, the lens we use shift, because everything inside of us is shifting so that we can shift everything externally. So when you turn on the news, when you turn on social media, and you're watching all of these things unravel, the jab, the masks, the censorship, the freedoms, the standing up, the laying down, just allowing whatever to happen to you, and everything and anything in between. Remember, this is how the human consciousness evolves. This is what it looks like, and it's going to get louder. It's going to get louder. Nothing is ever going to be the same. We will never go back to the way it was. Ever. This is about how we learn and remember how to step into higher states of consciousness again and again and again. That's why you're here. And the number one consciousness that we are tearing down or alchemizing, stepping out of, or shedding light, bringing into the light is fear. Fear is equal to love right now in terms of a scale. And it is very tricky and it is very powerful. So recognize when you are experiencing fear, when you are in fear, when you are choosing from fear, when you are arguing from fear, when you are behaving from fear, when you are listening to fear, because fear will take you directly out of sovereignty. It will take you directly back into a programmed, shackled, unconscious way of being. Fear will create anxiety, stress, worry, anger, resentment, chaos, stress, ways of being that we're very used to. We're very comfortable in those. An aligned state will bring you into love, that you're free, that you're safe, that you can speak your truth, that you're here for this, that you know how to do this, that you can walk in physical form and shift this entire human collective by doing what feels right to you and only you, over and over and over again. Recognizing and remembering that we get through this. We shift the entire human collective into higher states of consciousness. We just are in it now. We're in the midst of it. We're in the middle of it. We're doing it. You're doing it. This is why you came here. There is nothing wrong with that's what's happening externally. Nothing. There's nothing wrong with what's happening internally to you. This is the natural process of evolution. That's it. So the more you can use that lens, the easier this will be for you. And the more you can step out of anger and rage and pointing fingers and belittling and making people wrong, the more peace you're going to have, the more serenity you're going to have, the more alignment you're going to have, the more joy you're going to have, the more love you're going to have as we shift this entire human collective. We're doing it. Thanks for being here. We've got this. I promise you. I love you.